All right. Are we going? Are we live on YouTube? I think we are. We are. All right, peoples. We're about to kick off JBuck Live. Who do we got in the chat? Let me know. Drop them names. Drop your favorite pizza. Do something. I don't know. Whatever you guys are feeling like. All right. Slippity slappity, I dropped my headphones. Waiting intro. Oh man, that's pretty snazzy. Alright, let's do this. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios. JBuck. We got Mr. I-100 in here. We got Toast. A Jimbo Buckley, my boy. Yes. What is going on, people? Yeah, we're just chilling over here, chilling on YouTube, hanging out. Again, going to be more of a kind of a laid-back, casual show. I'm just messing around with things, grabbed some headlines that were out there. So if you guys have any news you want to talk about, be sure to let me know in the chat. And then also, people over on TikTok, what is going on? We are doing a lively or JBuck Live, your weekly kind of news show, shenanigans, all sorts of that stuff. If you guys want the full experience, be sure to jump over to YouTube for sure. But what has everyone been up to? How has everyone's week been? How has everyone's new year been going on? I don't know what's going on. For myself, I gotta move that chair because it's rubbing against the computer. For myself, I mean, I just feel like days turn into weeks, turn into months. Like time is not a construct anymore. That's basically how I feel, where someone was like, hey, do you remember doing that thing on Saturday? And I'm like, dude, that felt like forever ago. So time is weird in my brain right now, for sure. But one cool thing, and I think people on social media, they saw it, my sister, who lives down in Austin, Texas, she was so gracious and nice and whatnot. She ordered me a bunch of cookies that had all of my essentially accomplishments over this last year on YouTube on them. Subscribers, editing time, South by Southwest, Sundance, joining the SoCo show, a bunch of cool stuff over there for sure. So, a big thank you for the cookies and everything for sure. Also, people watching, the coloring might be a little bit off for YouTube. I'm going to have to mess with the coloring next week because I have one of my actual studio lights up because I was filming some reaction videos and stuff like that. So I don't know, that it just takes a long time to put all of this stuff up. But we got Art in here, we have Jay in here. What is going on, Jay? Hopefully you're doing well. And we have Logan over on TikTok. What is going on, Logan? Hopefully you're having a great day, sir. Yeah, I don't know. Aside from the sidebar here, reading 3D Doritos are the best, really not that much has been going on. I mean, I'm gearing up for South by Southwest next week, or not South by Southwest, Sundance next week, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to be watching a ton of movies next week, so might be a little bit busy. And I also will say that next week, I think on JBuck Live, I guess follow my social media, there might be an update. But I think next week we're going to play some games. We're going to play, potentially, we're going to play some Jackbox. Ugh, I can't even pronounce that correctly. Jackbox. So next week, we'll just have a chill show like this. If you're one of the first people to come in here, definitely jump in. We'll play some movie trivia or some other Jackbox games to have fun with the viewers and stuff like that. So yeah, people, next week, that is what we're going to do. That's a tentative plan for sure. Aside from that, yeah, I just wrote down a couple random ass topics I wanted to talk about, and then we'll get into news. Again, I didn't really prep that much of a show, so we're just gonna casually walk through some of the news that kind of fell, this or dropped rather this last week. We got some more people jumping in here. We got Cody. What is going on? Got promising young woman in your queue or the queue tonight. Yeah, that's one thing, people, if you are not watching or have not watched Promising Young Woman, highly, highly recommend this one. This is one of my favorite, probably top 2 movies of 2020. I'm not sure if I don't think there's going to be any new ones that fall in this weird area for the Oscars, which that's a whole situation that I'm going to have to do research for later on, because I don't even know what qualifies for the Oscars this year. I don't even know when the Oscars are. Is it April this year? I'm not too sure. But definitely recommend checking out Promising Young Woman if you have not. Carey Mulligan is absolutely wonderful in there. But the reason I put 3D Doritos are the best. Have any of you guys or gals out there had 3D Doritos? They were like a big thing in the 90s, kind of, I think it was later 90s into maybe the early 2000s. They came in like a plastic tube. You unscrewed the top, essentially like it was a water bottle. And then there was 2 different flavors. There was the nacho cheese and then obviously the Cool Ranch. So that was the 3D Doritos back in the day. They have finally come back. And the Cool Ranch ones came back, and then I think that they got a new flavor called like taco or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm assuming that it's the flavor of the actual Doritos nacho taco chip or whatever. I had some the other day, and they brought back memories for sure. They are every amount of puffy or puffy as I remember. Basically, they take a normal Dorito, shove a vacuum cleaner into it somehow. Or no. They shove a bike pump into the chip, and then they pump up the chip into a 3D Dorito, and then I don't know, maybe they put them in like a tanning bed to dry them out. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, 3D Doritos are back. But the one thing that I will say, delicious. I haven't had the Cool Ranch ones yet, but what I used to do when I was a child is and this is a funny story. I think I've told this on a podcast maybe, but 3D Doritos were my jam. Absolutely loved them, all of that stuff. But I was a very weird kid growing up. I would very much kind of take my time with food. I'd be very particular and whatnot. But I loved 3D Doritos, and I loved Dr. Pepper. Now, this is what I would do. I would take the 3D Dorito, and as you can see or imagine, a Dorito expanded into a 3D shape. It has 3 different points. I would take the Dorito, the 3D Dorito, bite off one end, bite off the other, or the points rather, and essentially I'd have a little tiny shot glass or a little tiny cup. And then I would take that little 3D Dorito cup and I'd fill it with Dr. Pepper and I'd drink it. And fill it up and I'd drink it. And no lie, I sat at the table for probably an hour. I remember, a little tiny bag of 3D Doritos or the tube of 3D Doritos, and I would just sit there and sip my Dr. Pepper via the 3D Dorito cup. That was me growing up. Again, I have a lot of crazy, weird stories like that growing up and whatnot. But that's one of them. That's me with my 3D Doritos and Dr. Pepper back in the day. So that's your nostalgia punch for this week of JBuck live for sure. Someone over on TikTok is saying a DC Marvel comic is saying you look just like Pedro Pascal. Well, awesome, man. Like if that's the case, Disney, Mandalorian, hire me to be his son or something like that. Let's see here what you guys are saying. I think the thing's just finally coming through. Jay is saying not a bad combo, and then Seth is saying what in the world, And Dr. P is the shit. I drink from anything. Yeah, you heard that here first. Cody Michael would drink the Dr. P from anything for sure. But yeah, 3D Doritos, man. 3D Doritos were the jam. Jared, you were like Allison from The Breakfast Club putting Captain Crunch. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a good comparison for sure. That said, I saw you doing that. Would think you were a little weird little kid. Yeah, no, believe me, I did not do that stuff at school. Only did it in the comfort of my own house. Watching, I'm sure, one Saturday morning. Yes, this is the way. TikTok, this is the way. Who wants a Sprite crabberry? Crabberry? Yeah, I think I was doing that watching one Saturday morning cartoons. I'm not entirely sure. Pop Rocks and Coke. Speaking of Pop Rocks and Coke, Jay, that is a great kind of transition into what is coming on the channel soon. Is I watched 1998's Urban Legend. Yes, right there. Art just jumping in here. Pop Rocks and Coke, Urban Legend. They actually have a scene in that movie where, yeah, they touch on the whole Pop Rocks and Coke, or Pop Rocks and soda in general, and how essentially people back in the 90s believed that you would explode. You would die. Am I the only one who thinks he needs a haircut? Oh, I definitely need a haircut, Kyle. Kyle, 1,000%. You are not wrong. I need not only a haircut, but I need to trim my bush as well. But before we get into the news, even though I've said that a couple times already, let's see what TikTok is saying over here. Can you let us know when the next WandaVision episode comes around? Yes. AVI, the next WandaVision episode is going to be this Friday, I guess depending on your time zone. But Friday is when they drop the new episode on Disney+. So episode 3 will be coming out this Friday. And be sure to stay tuned for a reaction and also some fun TikTok videos for that as well. Urban Legend. Kyle's jealous because he can't grow into his own style anymore. Yeah. One other fun nostalgic thing that I was just thinking about. I was listening to a podcast, and who remembers the Scholastic Book Fair? Was that a thing that only maybe happened in my school? It can't be the only happening in my school. I went to a super tiny high school or elementary school. But do you all remember the Scholastic Book Fair? That was the jam. That was one of the coolest things to ever happen in school when we were younger. Not only the Scholastic Book Fair, but every Friday, I remember they'd give out those like little booklets. You'd take them home. You'd pick what books you wanted to order, and then in 3 weeks to a month, they'd deliver those books. And I just remember every Friday getting those and flipping through them, and it was paper that was it was like tissue paper, essentially tissue paper that they printed all of these books on. I think I was only, we had books. We had plenty of books at home, so it wasn't like we got to order that many books from the pages. But when Scholastic Book Fair came around, I remember it was at school for a whole week. You went in there, you had certain times you could go in there and look at all the books. Some books had like little action figures or toys or coloring books that came with it and everything like that. My God, it was so awesome. Yes, Cody right there in the chat. The newest Captain Underpants. Yes, that was back in the day. That was the only place that you could get Captain Underpants. For sure. Man, Scholastic Book Fair. Yeah, that was good stuff. I remember, I think I got one Captain Underpants book, but I think I was big into, at that time, that's when Goosebumps, not the original run, but it was the ones where it was choose your own adventure Goosebump books, where it's like, okay, do you want to go up the stairs or take the elevator? And then all of a sudden it's like flip to page 17 or something like that. I think that's one of the few things that I was able to get from the Scholastic Book Fair for sure. Now I'm a dum-dum, kinda. Oh yeah, elementary memories. And Kyle's saying, my buddies and I used to steal little toys. Oh my gosh, Kyle the thief. He's a degenerate. Call the cops on him. He's stealing from the Scholastic Book Fair, where I'm pretty sure the books were heavily overpriced on that front for sure. Yeah, again, JBuck Live, I think that this might be something fun to do, is just kind of up front, just talk about random memories and weird experiences and see if you guys kind of can relate on them, because yeah, the Scholastic Book Fair is definitely one of those things that just popped into my mind. I'm curious, do they still do that? I don't know. People on TikTok, I'm assuming some of you people over on TikTok are a little bit younger. Do they still have the Scholastic Book Fair? Curious about that. As for news, I mean, the headline is Willy Wonka prequel film that no one asked for versus everyone is watching Netflix. Again, I just grabbed some random ass stuff for the headline. We're gonna have a journey. We're just gonna go and find movie news as we feel, as we want. Let's see if we can figure this thing out, though. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. Okay. Window. Also, while I'm setting this up, people, this Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, tune in to JBuck Studios on YouTube for the latest live SoCo show. It'll be a fun one. We got some fun things planned. We have a new format essentially, and it's live, so it's good time. It's good time for sure. We got Jacob Anders Reviews is in here. Oh my gosh, gracing us with your presence, sir. All right, movie news. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Cinema Blend, I guess. Did that work? There we go. Let's see what the latest movie news is, because I didn't do my research for the week. What do you think of the sequel? Of Squeal? Can you do? You doing these on TikTok now? Jacob, I'm doing them on TikTok. I'm doing them on YouTube. I'm doing them on OnlyFans as well. All of you OnlyFans people, thank you so much for supporting me and buying all of those feet videos that I'm sending out. You know, plenty more of the honey on the toes videos coming very soon. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about here, people? I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited that the Muppet Show is coming to Disney Plus in February. Yep, JB caught Synchronic over the weekend and solid recommend and enjoyed it. Yeah, awesome, man. I appreciate you taking that recommendation and spending the monies that you needed on that. Okay, here we go. Willy Wonka. That Willy Wonka prequel has a release date and some big actors in mind? Oh my gosh. Oh well, I'm switching over to OnlyFans. Yeah, hell yeah, Jacob. Get that OnlyFans money. Jacob, I heard the Banana Split, or JBuck, I heard the Banana Split is getting a sequel? Is it getting a sequel? I don't know what you just said. It kind of cut off there. All right, Willy Wonka, prequel. Apparently there's a prequel coming out for this Willy Wonka character. And it's coming out, I think it's coming out, yeah, there we go, boom. March 23rd, or March 2023. Jesus Christ, that feels like forever from now, 2 years from now. We'll see if that's going to happen. I'm curious, before I get into this news, are any of you looking forward to this prequel series, or this movie rather? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I really have no idea. I mean, I love the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the 2005 one with Tim Burton in charge. Not really my jam. I think I've seen bits and pieces of that one, but this new one is coming out and it's bananas. It's bananas in pajamas. Where is your excitement for Space Jam? I am really excited for Space Jam. HBO kind of put out like a highlight reel of some of the things that are coming close or coming soon to the HBO Max platform and the movie theaters, and we got a kind of a 5-second clip of what Space Jam looks like. It looks like it's going to be basketball to the max. I hope that the soundtrack is great, and I hope that there's this idea floating around that I think we talked about on the podcast, SoCo show, that we think that the Toon Squad is going to have to play through all of the different teams in the Warner Brothers universe. So, like, they're going to have to play basketball against Pennywise. They're going to have to play basketball against The Mask. They're going to have to play basketball potentially against Harry Potter. If that is the case, I think that Space Jam might be one of my top movies. One of the things that I'm most excited for, because, I mean, nostalgia. That's the biggest thing is I grew up, the first one, the original Space Jam, came out at the perfect time. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Voltron, for the follow over on TikTok. Thank you so much. And then Jacob is saying, wait a minute, there's a 0.25 second clip of the new Mortal Kombat movie. Oh yeah, in that HBO highlight reel. There's a quick glimpse at Mortal Kombat, and that's the thing is Mortal Kombat and Space Jam are probably my two most excited ones that I'm looking forward to. Mortal Kombat, we'll get into that in a little bit because they released some behind the scenes, or not some behind the scenes. They released 4 images of what the movie and the characters are going to look like and whatnot, and I think that it looks badass. It looks like exactly what I'm kind of looking forward to for what Mortal Kombat is going to be for sure. Guys, it's on one of the top movies of the year. Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, quote the podcast right there. Let's see here. So yeah, according to this Wonka prequel that apparently no one wants, they're working on getting potentially for the casting the only 2 apparently white dudes that are young in Hollywood right now. We got Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong, and we have Tom Holland. Now, cool. Obviously, they both kind of fit the look and aesthetic of what Gene Wilder looked like, here with the... honestly, Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong looks probably more like it. I couldn't imagine Tom Holland having curly hair like that. But there's got to be more than just those 2 people out in Hollywood to cast, right? And I think that this article even goes on to continue that, Shamalama Ding Dong might be... some issues with other movies and releases and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm curious. 1, are you guys looking forward to this Wonka prequel? And do any of these 2 people stand out at you as people you'd want to see as a young Willy Wonka? Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong or Tom Holland Spider-Man? Spider-Man! Hey, what's going on? We got Sholly Boy in TikTok spamming the chat with some Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire hidden details. Yeah, I honestly don't think anyone is really looking forward to this Willy Wonka prequel. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming that they at the studio imagine that there's a crowd for this. I'd watch Wonka if they cast the Iron Sheik to star. Yeah, get the Iron Sheik in there, baby. Get the Iron Sheiky, and then he can do he can put all the kids or the Oompa Loompas into a camel clutch and make them humble. Let's see here. What do we got people saying in the chat? Steve Harley as Jax. Yeah, we'll get into some Mortal Kombat in just a bit. Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, we got like a 6-second teaser or whatever for that. Nothing too crazy over there. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go back. Mortal Kombat. I wonder if they're going to have it here. Mortal Kombat. All right, let me switch this over and find the Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat images. Because these actually got me kind of excited. The new movie news. News. Mortal Kombat images are hyping us up, people. They're hyping us up. All right. Transition. There we go. All right, people. Mortal Kombat. Yes, Mortal Kombat. I don't know if... Oh, God. What is the release date? The main character is a new character. That kind of scares me. For Mortal Kombat, I didn't know that. Champion 1015. Love your vids. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Sir or madam, thank you so much for supporting and watching the content and everything like that. Go back to the Gwyneth Paltrow news. It's the biggest story of the week. Cody, we will, believe me, we will talk about that. We'll talk about that in a hot second, literally a hot second, because someone's vagina exploded, essentially. All right, Mortal Kombat preview images are hyping us up for the movie. Hopefully there's a release date, because I don't even remember what the release date is. Phil, okay, yeah, April 16th. So yeah, this one King Kong versus whatever. Charlie didn't vape. False information has been detected. Uh-oh. She didn't do it. False information, people. So Kong versus... Is it Godzilla versus Kong? Godzilla versus Kong is coming out in March, which is going to be huge. I'm sure we'll get an actual full trailer soonish. I know that they released kind of a 5-second teaser for that or whatever, but then it's looking like Mortal Kombat is coming out April 16th. Mortal Kombat preview images show us first looks at favorite characters. So yeah, we got, I'm assuming that is, God, what's her name? I got nothing. I can't think of it. But there's an image. Wow, they really compressed the hell out of that image. Wow, that's definitely hyping everyone right there. I don't understand what is going on with this website because we have this image that's really compressed, and then we have these vagina moose knuckle images over here. I don't really like those. They're really distracting me from this compressed image. And then this, oh man, these are the worst images ever. Can we open this? Let's open this. Wow. Okay, there we go. That's a better image. There we go. Yeah, those moose knuckle vaginas were really scaring me. So we got Sub-Zero obviously here. I mean, just looking at it, the outfit looks pretty cool. I mean, we're not getting too much. I think that we will get in the next, actually probably maybe Super Bowl. We'll get our first look at Kong Skull Island, or not. Why do I keep saying Kong Skull Island? King Kong versus Godzilla, or whatever the hell you call that movie. We'll get the first trailer for that, and then probably a teaser for Mortal Kombat for sure. Sonya Blade, there we go. Thank you, Kyle. Hopefully it's the Mortal Kombat is much better than its predecessors. Dude, art, that 90s Mortal Kombat is top notch, man. Now it's just Liu Kang and Kung Lao getting squished. I'm stoked for this movie, and I want Steve Harvey to be somebody's question, like the game show moment. Yeah, where's that at? Let me go up to the Steve Harvey one, because yeah, Jax does in fact look like, oh, I can't open that. What the hell? Come on. This website blows. But yeah, Jax with the metal arm of Jax looks really cool in an actual image here. Wait, is this working? Is this better? No, it's the same article. Gosh darn it. But yeah, he does definitely look like Steve Harvey with that filthy mustache. Looks awesome. I'm glad Steve Harvey is getting more work in this pandemic right now. Awesome stuff for sure. Is that the Phantom? I'm really hoping the nail combat this time. Mortal Kombat. This could be dope. Yes. Excited about the new Nick Cage movie, JBuck. Yeah. New Nick. Hey, Clickbait. Thank you so much for the follow. Sir or madam, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. That's another thing. After, let's see if we can find some images for it. Gwyneth Paltrow Vagina Channel. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a hot second. Let me transition out of here quick. Who is some of your Mortal Kombat characters you want to see, absolutely want to see in the movie, and do you want them to go over the top with the fatalities and stuff like that? Because honestly, the two things I want is like over the top fighting, like very much resembling kind of the game. Like you have the central fight tournament in there, but also like you build out the lore and the characters. I want to see Reptile, because Reptile, he was always my favorite. He was green and he was a lizard, and I like reptiles and amphibians and stuff like that. What are we looking up? Willy's Wonderland. I don't know if we'll have any images here. Transition. All right, yeah, Willy's Wonderland. That's another thing. While you guys are talking about Mortal Kombat in the chat, Pennywise. Logan wants Pennywise to be in the new Mortal Kombat movie. This past week, I actually did a trailer reaction for this movie. It's coming out February 12th. It's called Willy's Wonderland. And no, this is not a porno, people. Essentially, it is Five Nights at Freddy's, but not Five Nights at Freddy's. Rather, it's Nick Cage. I'm assuming he gets stranded in some like broken down Chuck E. Cheese that's really messed up, and then the animatronics start attacking him. it looks awesome. Again, I don't think it's going to win any awards or be this, top-notch movie, but it looks like it's definitely one hell of a fun ride. It is ridiculous. Nick Cage is beating up a giant ostrich in the trailer, so I'm very much looking forward to this one. I don't know if there's any images. No. Wow, these websites really are saturated with just ads. So many ads. What are you peoples saying over here? I will rest well if Mortal Kombat is good. Yeah, hoping for it. Tyler in the chat is saying, I want them to find a way to introduce meat into Mortal Kombat movie. Is meat correct me if I'm wrong, but is meat the guy with the little dude on his back, or is meat someone else? I'm not entirely sure there, Tyler. Sub-Zero, obviously, yeah, Jay hitting us with the Sub-Zero. He will be there. We've already seen images. Movie better be side-scrolling or I walk. Yeah, give us a side-scrolling movie. You know what? That would be an interesting look at a movie. I don't think it'd be good, but that'd be a really interesting look, is like you just film the whole thing on a green screen with a treadmill, and then you just have the whole movie play out that way. Let's see here. Art is saying he wants Jade, Melina, Katana, and Sindel and Shiva. Basically, he wants all the women, all the devilishly fine women in that in the movie. Johnny Cage. I'm assuming Johnny Cage will be there. And yes, all the blood. Is it rated R? Yes, Kyle, it is rated R. That is my understanding, is that it is rated R. Otherwise, yeah, what are they going to do? Instead of fatalities, they'll do babalities or friendships, and they just shake hands at the end and hand each other balloons and stuff like that. Sub-Zero is obviously the coolest, and I hope that they use him a lot, but we have to get the "get over here" shot from Scorpion. Yeah. Jacob is saying, I hope it's just as bloody, and that's it. I hope that we get a good story, MK. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, you have the lore, you have what the games have kind of transformed into from what they were kind of so pedestrian in the 90s, but now we're getting literally, like, the video games now are showing x-rays of someone's nuts getting punched by someone else and cracking them, which is not real. You cannot do that in real life. So maybe we'll get what the video games have been, but tame it down a little bit for the big screen, because I'm sure if you're ripping someone's arms off and smacking them in the face with it, that's gotta be adult, right? Adult rated. Nightwolf was Littlefoot from Indian in the Cupboard. Yes, maybe. I mean, Arts, are you dropping some knowledge on here? Shared movie universe. Meat is from Mortal Kombat Apocalypse. He was kind of a joke character. He was made of meat. Jacob, I gotta look this up now. I gotta look up meat. Give me a hot second here, people. Mortal Kombat meat. Oh, okay, I do remember this character now. Yeah, he was just essentially a fleshy-looking man. Meat! There he is, people. There's meat. My eyeball's falling out. Was he, so obviously they put him in as kind of a joke. Were his stats way lower? I guess in Mortal Kombat, no one really has stats. It's just kind of how you play with the character and whatnot. But was his moveset absolutely terrible? Because I feel like with his skin falling off, I don't think he'd be too good in the game. So, apparently, people, that is meat. That is Mortal Kombat's meat. All right. Let's transition back over here. Yes, meat in Mortal Kombat. I can X-ray punch people. Jared, please, Jacob, please don't do that. Please don't do that to me, sir. Let's be honest. I hope it's good, but enough to have a franchise. Yeah, honestly, that's the thing, Jay. I think I'm most curious about is this Mortal Kombat movie going to be able to expand into a much bigger world, getting us more of a franchise rather than just maybe a film here and another film later on. I want to see them maybe have success with this property, not only with what they could potentially do from the visuals and the fight choreography, but the soundtrack, man, get some badass techno music, get some awesome fight choreography in there. I think that I think they'd have something really good on their hands for that. But TikTok, let me know if you guys are looking forward to Mortal Kombat coming April 16th. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. Abraham is asking, favorite TV show on Disney Plus right now. Favorite show on Disney Plus is probably Mandalorian. I know that this year, into the next year, we're gonna get a lot more series. Obviously, MCU with Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then a lot more Boba Fett coming November. I think Book of Boba Fett for sure. So very much looking forward to Book of Boba Fett. But right now, Mandalorian for sure is my favorite. Dude, art. If we got Emalities where they get to turn into animals, that would be something unique and cool. But fatalities, I think for sure they'll have in there. Maybe some brutalities, I'm not too sure. But yeah, people, it's on YouTube and it's badass. All you people are wanting to talk about this vagina candle. Let me find the vagina candle news story and we can talk about it because we here do not discriminate against news stories. Plus, it's hilarious. So this was the first thing that I woke up to on Twitter today was Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle from Goop reportedly exploded inside home. Now, when I first read this story, I thought that someone had put the candle in their vagina and it exploded their vagina. This sounds a little bit more tame. The other story of someone's vagina exploding would have been a camel catastrophe. Someone hit the bad joke thing. Let's see here. Babalities. Here we go. Art. Yes. Since Gwyneth Paltrow. So if you people aren't aware, Gwyneth Paltrow has this company called Goop. And apparently you take this stuff and you put it in your vagina and you're supposed to like have all of these wonderful healing benefits and you essentially go into euphoria, but basically it's not good. So don't do it. Don't do it, people. But yeah, someone in the UK, my understanding, bought one of these vagina scented candles, which is essentially someone just dried out a fish, put a wick in it, and then they lit the fish. You too can have a smelly fish house if you want to buy one of these Gwyneth Paltrow candles. But this is the quote. The candle exploded and emitted huge flames with bits flying everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. The whole thing was ablaze and it was too hot to touch. There was an inferno in the room. So I'm curious if this is just more of a joke news story or a potential there's a lawsuit going on here. I don't know. Let's see here. Despite the potential seriousness of the situation, she did find some humor in Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop product. Let's see here what she had to say and found humor. It could have burned the place down. It was scary at the time, but funny looking back that Gwyneth's vagina candle exploded in my living room. Oh, man. Wow. If I had $1 for every time a vagina candle exploded in my living room, I'd have no dollars. That is for sure. Let's see here. Sounds like a new product from Spencer's. Yes. Willy's Wonderland or... what does TBSM stand for? I'm not too sure what that one is. I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is. But yeah, apparently this Goop company, they sell the goop that you put in. If you want to know more, there's a Netflix documentary for sure. But the exploding vagina candle is probably not going to, I'm not going to lie, with this potentially being a news story of hazard of someone almost burning their house down, this is probably the best marketing push that this company could get. You too can have an exploding vagina candle. Oh, God. Oh, no. The chat over here is ridiculous on YouTube. So we're talking about the vagina candle. Hey, thank you so much, Angie5481, for following me. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So Cody has to come in and says, people are asking why the candle exploded, and Cody drops in, maybe the table was vibrating. Can you go to Goop's website and find the candle? I want to see the description. You know what? I will try to find that. NPA, just hang tight for sure. Apparently, yeah, there was some lawsuits. I think where did that go? Exploding vagina isn't the first time Goop has essentially been under whatever fiasco. In 2018, the brand and actor were subject to a libel suit filed by users of vaginal eggs. Don't put these eggs in your vaginas, people. It's careful. You got to be careful out there. You too might accidentally put a candle in there and it explodes. Let's see what Goop has to say. Goop candle. Let's go to the website. Goop candle. Ooh, there we go. Goop. This smells like vagina. All right, here we go, people. Let me transition over. And the new sponsor for JBuck Live, Goop. Yes, Goopy Poopy. Goopy Sloopy Poopy. Gwyneth, if you're watching right now, hit me up. Hit me up for this free advertising. All right, so we are at the Goop website. Do not go here and buy stuff unless you want to buy, and it's 70% off right now, people. You can go buy this candle. So this smells like my vagina. Also, I have to be transparent here. I am not being paid by Goop. Nor do I have a candle that smells like her vagina. But it's not actually her vagina. They haven't specified whose clam bake it does smell like, but it's someone's. This smells like, wow, $75 for this candle. I don't know if I like that, but also if you're on a budget, you can then pay installments for this $75 candle. All right, Goopy Sloopy Poopy. Yeah, Sloopy Poopy. All right, product details. With a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent, this candle is made with geranium crusty, all right, crusty beret and cedar absolutes, jukebox with damask rose. And okay, I can't read any of those. That's the description, people. Hey, Jaren keeps talking. What is going on, Jaren? Thank you so much for stopping by on TikTok, sir. Oh, God. Reading the news story is just like, this literally happened after the vagina exploded. Goop was everywhere. Oh, no. And it's a $75 candle. And then Cody says, Mother's Day is coming up fast, folks. Yeah, so if you too want to buy a vagina-scented candle for your mother, head over to Goop. Again, not a sponsor of the show. Excuse me. About the brand, is there any funny? No, there's nothing about it. Browse the Goop. Yeah, wow. Okay. So that's the news story. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle explodes everywhere. Wow. Well, that was a unique story. That was an interesting one. We got a little off topic, but you know what? JBuck, can you tell me something? Yeah, JBuck, or Logan over on TikTok. Let me know, man. Let me know what I need to tell you. Let me know in the chat. I'm not going to lie. I'm really liking this format for JBuck Live right now, where I don't do any work and we too discover news stories at the same time. I think that this is a kind of fun interaction too. Beautifully Unexpected sounds like a rom-com title. Beautifully Unexpected. Valentine's Day just figured itself out. I work at Target back in 2004, and some lady returned an open box of douches and said she got an allergic reaction. Jesus Christ, Art. Jeez, man. Jeez. I don't like that at all. In real life, do you know where I'm at in real life, man? Let me know. All right, let's go back to news stories. I don't think that there's much. What have we talked about? We talked about, was there a Netflix news story we wanted to talk about? Is there anything in this list that jumps out at you guys? Ana de Armas and whatever. Ooh. I didn't know that they dropped a new image for Ghostbusters. Well, let's check it out, people. Let's see what they got going. Let's see what the Ghostbusters are cooking up. Oh, that's not much. Ghostbusters Afterlife director Jason Reitman, new image. So does that mean potentially? I know that whenever they release art like this, we might, or not art, but promo images. Do you think we'll get a new trailer soon? Yes, yes. Tying in with the Space Jam. Goop, there it is. Goop, there it is. Hey, Nolan, there's a song you can write. If you're still watching NPA, write a song called Goop, There It Is. A parody version of Whoop, Whoop, There It Is. But talk about a exploding vagina candle. All right, yeah, essentially we got one new image. Nothing too crazy. We see the normal kids. Finn Wolfhard now looks like a 35-year-old that's been smoking for years. It's going to be great to see these kids in the sequel, if it does get a sequel, be 37 and have to have a career. 365 Goop. Man, it was just another Stranger Things. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a big fan. I like Ghostbusters, and I like the lore, and it looks cool. But yeah, I'm kind of curious if they think that they can cash in with the Stranger Things kind of audience and whatnot. Oh, one side note. I don't think I have the story here, but Armie Hammer was let go from his movie, his recent role or whatever, because I guess he's a cannibalistic sex person. You can read into the full story, I guess, online, but he is a Hollywood elite that eats people. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly, according to my lawyer. If I say allegedly, I cannot be held accountable in court. So, allegedly, he eats people. Finn Wolfhard blew right past his teenage look. Holy crap. Yeah, he's old as shit. NPA, you have until Thursday. Thank you. And then NPA saying, and glizzies for breakfast. I've got a list going. Yeah. If you aren't checking him out, dude, I'm telling you, check out NPA on Spotify. The dude is putting out great music, but also doing some fun stuff for the SoCo show. Yeah, Armie Hammer quits J-Lo and Ryan Reynolds' movie because he eats people. Claiming that, no, he doesn't eat people. So you believe who you want to believe. Does he eat people? Does he not eat people? I'm curious what you have to say. Is there any other good news stories? Macaulay Culkin responds after seeing petition. Let's see what he has to say. Again, there wasn't much news this week, and as you guys know, there is no news ever. Due to popular request, I have removed Trump from the Home Alone, and I don't know. I think that might be it. I don't really know if I have anything else. I might have some plugs. Ooh. Do you think? Would you want to see Millie Bobby Brown play Princess Leia in a potential Princess Leia prequel series? I'm curious about that. I'll maybe click on that story if you guys are intrigued. But jumping over to TikTok, Wesley, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that, sir or madam. Thank you so much. Welcome to JBuck Studios, where we're talking movies and shenanigans and apparently candles that smell like vaginas. If you want the full experience, be sure to jump over to YouTube because we have some visual aids over here as well. You know what? I'm going to click on this. I want to see if she looks... Oh, it's probably going to be in a video, isn't it? Oh, maybe. Oh, crap. Okay, let's watch this. Because honestly, that left image... Okay, is that her on the right? I don't know if we're going to get copyright for this. Original and deep fake. Okay, come on. Fast forward. Give me a good image. Oh, damn. Wait, let me go back. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. I see it. I do see it. And I know Star Wars is really going through all of their backlog and trying to make series and stuff out of it. But her on the right, I mean, she does look like she's from the lineage of a Natalie Portman, a Carrie Fisher. I think you could do it. I mean, I know that the woman that they got for the end of Rogue One, I think that was a combination of a actress and then also deep fake technology. But I think that looks pretty darn good. Let's see what over here. Yeah, man, deep fake technology. Damn, that looks good. Wow. All right, people. The future is now. The future is now. Do Mission Impossible 1. Do the Mission Impossible one. Where's this one at? Kyle, where's the Mission Impossible one? Mission. Did Tom Cruise really order robots? Oh, yeah, you want that one? I think I heard about this. Yeah, he ordered robots for the set of to make sure people were wearing masks and everything like that. At the Oh shit, Cody has to say, at the risk of sounding racist, there are a shitload of white girls who look close enough. Honestly, you're not wrong, Cody. You are not wrong at all. All right, Tom Cruise. This might be one of the last news stories we talk about. Did Tom Cruise really order robots to help keep Mission Impossible set safe? So obviously, a week or two ago, Tom Cruise exploded on his staff because they were not wearing masks. The audio got sent out and people were freaking out. According to The Sun, Tom Cruise bought 2, quote, state-of-the-art robots to patrol the UK Mission Impossible 7 set, and they're capable of administering an on-the-spot COVID tests. I'm curious what these robots look like. The robots are really sophisticated and rather intimidating. It's like the Terminator, only not as violent. Well, Jesus Christ. Why would you want to work in this situation? Give me an image. Let me see these robots. What the hell, man? Where's the robots? All right, I got to find these robots. Mission Impossible 7 robots. There better be freaking images. I want to see these. You mother trucker. Nope, that is definitely not. That is a short circuit. That is not the robot. Well, I guess we don't have a visual aid for you fun people. We don't have a visual aid for the robots that Tom Cruise is using apparently. But when someone says the robots are really sophisticated and rather intimidating, it's like the Terminator. This makes me believe that Scientology has gone too far. They have an army of robots ready to unleash on the world, and this is just not good at all. I think that this is a safety concern, not only with it being intimidating, but with AI finally having the ability to take over our lives. This is a cautionary tale, people. This is not one about worrying about COVID on movie sets. This is a cautionary tale about the dangers of AI. All right, let's see what you guys are saying before we wrap this one up. Sounds like we have our plot for Terminator 7. Yeah, Terminator 7, just have Tom Cruise film his set, and every time someone fails a COVID test, they get shot. That's all very Stepford Wives. Sounds like the plot of Terminator 7. Tom Cruise should have ordered real Terminators. Yeah, Toast, if you have your Terminator guy on speed dial, send me his contact information. I need to buy me a robot. Also, this was a fun story. I don't have it. It's from a podcast. But someone, I think over in the UK, again, we're talking about vagina candles exploding. Some guy was using some sort of technology to please himself. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to get too graphic. But he was using a piece of technology to essentially please himself in an adult, sensual, and intimate way. Someone hacked the object he was using and essentially held him hostage and made him... He had to pay like $750 to essentially get his business free from the clutches of this sensual machine he was using. So if you want more stories on that, type in man held hostage by a hacker while being intimate with himself. That is another news story I heard this week on a podcast. Let's revert this back over here, people, and close that. All right. We're close to being done with JBuck Live. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Again, this was more of a laid-back show. Let me know if you liked this format, because this was, again, very much kind of free-flowing, kind of go out, find the news stories as we do. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I will get. And, again, kind of just talk about stuff. And then also TikTok, thank you so much for hanging out as well. Things that are coming up on the channel, obviously, JBuck Live every Tuesday, some reviews coming this week, but then next week is Sundance for myself, so I will be busy with all of those films for sure. If you aren't, be sure to go follow me on TikTok. I'm doing some fun bite-sized content over there. So people on YouTube, if you aren't, go follow me on TikTok at JBuck Studios. And people on TikTok, if you want even more of my content or longer form content, be sure to go follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel at JBuck Studios. I do this weekly live show, but also I do fun reactions. I'm doing WandaVision episode reactions. I am doing first-time reactions and watch-alongs of movies I have not seen, and also ending explained and movie reviews as well. But then this Thursday, SoCo Show, the podcast I am a member of, is doing our monthly live show or live episode where you can tune in, you can join the chat, you can ask us questions, you can partake in the jokes and whatnot, all of the podcast essentially. So check out the SoCo Show live this week. Otherwise, go and listen to our backlog of 179 episodes, SOCO podcast. Go and do that for sure. And then again, just fun stuff, be cool, do your thing. I'm trying to think of what movies are even coming out this weekend. I don't think that there's anything big coming out this weekend. So if anything, watch WandaVision episode 3 coming out this Friday. And if you haven't, watch Promising Young Woman as well. And go out to the store. Go out to the store, people, and treat yourself right now. Not to a vagina-scented candle, but treat yourself to the delicious 3D Doritos out there. There's Cool Ranch and there's a new taco flavor. They are back for a limited time. Treat yourself, people, to these delicious 3D Doritos. Also, I'm sponsored by ExpressVPN. I have not made a commercial for them yet. I need to really do that, but if you do, if you want to go download the illegal shit using a VPN, download ExpressVPN. I'll make a more formal ad later on because I need to do that this week. But anyways, people, thank you so much for hanging out. Art, Toast, Mr. I-100, Kyle, Cody, Tyler, Seth, all of you lovely people, thank you so much for hanging out. We will get out of here, and again this Thursday, check out the SoCo Show. Bye-bye.